Welcome back to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. Today, my guest is Tiffany Willis, Director of Events and Children's Initiatives with the Ballot Health Foundation. And we're talking about the Radiothon, the Niswonger Children's Radiothon that we have once a year, and it's coming up February 21st and 22nd. And we left off talking about the wish list for the Child Life Specialist program, and that is what we're raising money for this year, Children's Child Life Specialist.
Program.
Thank you. So let's talk about the wish list.
Okay, they have several things that they are in needs of to help sustain and keep this program going. You know, I mentioned earlier about the little CT scan that they use in Spider-Man and taking kids new toys, but there's some equipment too that they need. One specifically that they've been wanting for years is MRI goggles. And obviously they're hospital grade, they're made, you know, to go through MRIs, but they can play a movie, they can actually YouTube or stream any child's favorite movie. So obviously with that technology comes a price tag.
Price tag, yes.
Yeah, and they're about $54,000. But what this will do is why they've been wanting it for years is because they've seen and they've kept up with the statistics that, you know, a child laying there for 45 minutes doing an MRI is rare. A 5, 6, 7, 8, even a 10-year. I mean, some adults can't even do it. So they have to really sedate. They have to sedate them. And then what happens is finding out the results a day or 2 days later, they have to go through surgery and sedate them again. So it's very dangerous to sedate anyway.
So many times.
But then when you're doing it multiple times. So these MRI goggles are going to help kids go through an MRI without being sedated. I'm sure that maybe there's some cases that, you know, it may not, but the other statistics from the other, you know, that show that it's going to help lay still and be there for 45 minutes without having that anesthesia. So that's on their wish list, and I know that's a high price tag, but they also have other items that IV poles that go on wagons, because and the kids actually get in the wagons, but they just, you know, you've got an oxygen tank or all this other stuff, and they're having to hold so these poles, these IV poles can go on the wagons, and they're $299. So you've got a good range. They've got other things that are $100. But I just want to tell everybody that, you know, any donation that you can give, $10, $20 a month, or even a one-time $10, if everybody did that, it would add up to our goal, you know. Like I said, it's no amount's too big or too small. I mean, it's going to make a difference. True. You know, we were talking to our Children's Miracle Network Radiothon guru last week, and he showed an image, which we can't show, but he showed one snowflake, and he said, yeah, no, we got all this little snowflake by itself, but then you put thousands together and you've got this beautiful snow landscape. And that's what it is. You know, you just take all these donations and it makes, you know, a big impact. So,
yes, it does. They need teddy bears.
Right.
And they use those teddy bears to show how to put in an IV, games. Things, and they like to give the children a little gift, something that they can have to hold on to for their stay there.
Yes.
And they get to ride in those wagons and go to their next procedure in a fun way.
Right. And then they have the blankets, the tightening blankets that they need.
Oh, that's right. The heavy blankets that make them feel secure.
The weighted blankets is the official term. Yeah, weighted blankets. So that's real important, and you can use that through a CT scan, or, you know, just even being in the hospital, just feeling like you're being hugged, or, you know, those are really important items to them, and they've made this wish list, and we're going to try our best to get a lot of the things on their items, on their list from the items they shared.
Well, I think it's important for us to mention that people can text a donation. Yes. And I think they started that before, but this year it's even easier.
Yes.
And you were telling me during the break that it's live. People can do it right now. Right. They can get on the website, they can donate, and they can get on their phones and donate. And one way to give is just to text KITE, the word KITE, K-I-T-E, to 51555.
Yes.
And give a donation right there on your phone. Right. Take 2 minutes out of your day.
Very easy. A couple steps, and any amount. It's got set amounts, but you can give any amount that you would like. And the website's live. Like I said, you don't have to wait till February 21st, 22nd. We're getting donations now, so.
And that
yes.
website is
NiceWongerChildren'sRadiothon.com. Yes.
NiceWongerChildren'sRadiothon.com. If you just Google NiceWonger, you're going to get Radiothon coming up.
Yes.
So you can find it. There's no way that it's hard to find. It's easy to find. NiceWongerChildren'sRadiothon.com, and text KITE, K-I-T-E, to 51555 to give any amount that you can.
Right. And you can, there's a place on there where if you want to, in honor of a family member or friend or a memorial, and we'll make sure if you permission, we'll put that on the air on the 22nd when we're there. But
oh, Steve and I, when we're emceeing, we love it when people call and say, could you mention so-and-so? And I'd like to give, you know, a $100 donation in Johnny's name.
Yes.
Sure, we'd love to.
Oh, yeah.
If you're calling in to give an amount of money and you want to hear your name on the radio or your loved one's name on the radio, love it. Of course we'll do it.
Right. And that's, I mean, that's what we're doing it for. You know, it's their family or friends' kids, you know, or your own kids. That's what we're doing it for. So we would definitely, there's a place, like I said, on the website to put that on there.
Again, we are blessed to have NiceWonger Children's Hospital in our area, 29 counties, over 200,000 children
Treated
are
each year.
treated every year at this hospital that otherwise would have to travel far away distances just to get the help that they need.
Right.
This helps keep families together, helps keep costs down for families, helps with the stress, and it brings to our community something to be proud of.
Right. Yeah, and we should be very proud of it. I mean, like I said, we're very fortunate, you know, to have it.
We are fortunate. So some of the things Amanda Ward, who I was talking to earlier today, she is the Child Life Specialist Manager.
Yes.
And she was mentioning that they need the wagons and the MRI goggles that come with headphones. And she said they need stuff just to give the children, like we were talking about, games and little presents, teddy bears, and the little, what were you called, the little CT scan or MRI table that they can use for
to show
kids with Spider-Man, so it's not scary. Just so many different things.
Yeah, they
she
do.
Says it makes a difference.
Right, like I said, it's you know, it's to help. It's this equipment and the tools to help them do their job. You know, they're there emotionally, and they're, like I said, they're certified, and they're so sweet and can talk a different way than I could to a child. But having these things to play and show, you know, because kids do, they go by, you know, visual most of the time. That's how they learn. So it's important. Like I said, in any price, like 100 to up to 54,000. So.
Now it's worth mentioning that the Radiothon will be on what station?
Several. It's Holston Valley Broadcasting, 98.5, 102.7, 95.9, and ESPN Tri-Cities.
Very good. I didn't want to toot my own horn.
I will. I'll toot it for you, because we are so lucky to have you all. We couldn't do this Radiothon without Holston Valley and all the listeners. And so, yeah,
well, we're happy to do it every year. And it's, like you said, 10 years strong. And hopefully every year we get more and more donations and more people involved. And speaking of, how can people get involved if they'd like to help out? Yeah,
so not only if you want to donate, that's great. We would, you know, donations are appreciated. But what's fun about our Radiothon is we have we take over the lobby at NiceWonger, and we have teams committing. They just commit to an hour shift, and they're competing against another team for an hour. So it gets a little fun. But we have, you know, sponsors that are teams. We have community hospitals that are teams, a department of a hospital, department of any kind of company you work for. It's a great team building experience. That a company can bring in, it could be anywhere from 4 people to 20. And like, for example, Food City puts a team in, and it's a great team building for them because they bring their store managers that are all over the place, and they never get to see each other.
And they start competing?
Yeah, so they're, you know, all their store managers are there during that hour raising money for a children's hospital, and they get to see each other and talk and do a
And they
great
compete
thing.
against another team, so they're all
Yeah.
pulling together.
Oh yeah, and Bright Ridge, they usually do a team, and Nuclear Fuels, and a lot of our banks. So
How can they get involved? Who do they call? What do they do?
They can go online and sign up for their team, or they can call. I don't know if it's on the webs or the image there, but our number should be listed on the website. But
So Nice
they can
Hunger
call-
Children's Radiothon, and that can walk them through how to get signed up.
Yeah, or they can call 423-302-3131 and sign up that way.
Okay, so that's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
So you need people to man the phones. So we need volunteers. So if you
Yeah.
can't give, maybe financially, you can give with your time and your talents.
We definitely could use some volunteers on if you're not on a team or captain of a team, then just come and answer the phone for an hour. It's a lot of fun. I mean, the radio station's there live in the lobby, and we're ringing, horn bells and the
Getting
the
excited.
cowbells and the what are those called? Those little blow horns, and it gets so loud in
Blowhorns,
there.
that's what we'll call them.
And
There's a lot of positive energy,
Yes.
and Scrubs the Bear is there, and
Yes.
some of the families, and there's just a lot of excitement going on.
is.
So please consider donating. You can do it now. It's live, like you
Yes.
said, it's live. You don't have to wait till the 21st and 22nd, which we will be on the radio, and Steve and I will be there 6 a.m. to like 7 p.m. doing what we can to help
Right.
Nice Hunger Children's Hospital. So if you want, text KITE to 51555 to give today.
Yes.
Thank you, Tiffany, for coming on today and
Thank
talking
you.
about Nice Hunger Children's Hospital and the Radiothon.
Thank you. Appreciate you
I look
having
forward
me
to
on.
seeing you in a couple weeks.
Yes,
We'll be
that's
hanging
right.
out again.
That's right.
So thank you for joining us today, and I'll see you back here this time next week with a closer look.